If you're in Africa and you're serious about investing in the US or the global stock markets, I present to you Interactive Brokers. It is currently my main broker. This is what I use. This is what I invest most of my money with. And in this video, you'll know why. And I'll tell you everything you need to know about Interactive Brokers. The pros, the cons, everything. So you've come to the right place. Like, subscribe, and let's get straight into this video. Interactive Brokers is one of the biggest and the most trusted stock brokerage platforms in the world. It is part of the S&P 500, which means it's one of the biggest 500 companies in the US. It currently has a return of about 48% in the past year in the US stock market. So these statistics point to a direction that yes, it is a reputable company. Interactive Brokers is a global investment platform that allows you to invest in stocks, ETFs, bonds, options, and in the international markets as well. There are currently 4.4 million users on their platforms with over 4 million transactions daily. Why do I trust Interactive Brokers? Well, before you invest your money with any broker, you need to check out for certain things. You need to make sure they are secure, they can handle good and bad times, they've been doing this job for a long period of time, and then you can trust. In my experience, I've been on the online space for over 6 years. Most platforms I use are online, from the Wise to Pioneer, Gray, Raynest, Clever, whatever you name it, Bamboo, IC Wealth, Achieve. I've been on the online space for 6 years. I've been using platforms for 6 years. Not even once have I been defrauded. Not even once have I lost money, because I do my due diligence before I pick a platform to use. Interactive Brokers has been around since 1978. It's older than me, it's older than you probably. They've been in the system for a long time. It is publicly traded, like I mentioned before, with a 48% returns in the stock market. And it is used by millions of investors worldwide. Plus, they offer free education on trading. If you go to their websites, there are free courses that they offer people. You can take their courses. I haven't had the time to do so, but in-depth, very detailed courses you can take for free. And I think they give rewards for that, but I haven't really gone into that deeply. So I'll show you my laptop to quickly go through how the sign-up process is, at least the first part. I don't want this video to be too long. And then after that, we'll talk about the pros and cons. So let's go to the laptop. Quickly going to show you how to sign up for Interactive Brokers. First, I'm using a temporary email to do it. So you go to the website to see the information on the website. It's a light on the Pro version. If you're not in the US, you use Pro. So let's start the application. The email address, username, password, confirm password, and your country. Basic stuff. Then you create the account. Then you choose either retirement, individual, or joint. You choose individual since you're the only one. And then start application. And let's see if the email reflects. Okay, so now you can fill in the Mr. or Miss or Mrs. and your first name, middle name, last name, your address, where you are, and your city, your zip code, your mobile phone, date of birth, marital status, tax residency. Tax number is often the Ghana card. You fill in all these information. Just for them to get good idea of who you are. Yeah, just take your time, month, day, year, whatever, when to expire, whether you're unemployed, whether you're employed. If you're employed, you have to fill in more data. And so on and so forth. Yeah, it's just regular checks. Currency should be at USD. And security questions in case you need. So basic information. I found it very easy to sign up. After that, you go to regulatory, that's at the top, then account setup, and then status. Now, pros and cons of interactive brokers. Let's start with the pros. First pro of interactive brokers is access to the global market. I don't know any platform for Africans that has a wide variety of options to invest in. You can invest in companies in individual countries, Netherlands. Oh, you want to invest in Asia, Japan, go to Japan. You have access to so many markets worldwide, and no other platform that I've dealt with has that wide range of options. So if you're not only interested in US companies, you can go to Europe, you can go to Asia, you can go to Australia. The diverse options, the wide range of options is a huge pro for investors. You can sit in Africa and have a share in a company in Switzerland or in Italy or France. Second pro of interactive brokers is its low fees. Remember when I made a video about Bamboo, I was complaining about commission fees. For $3 stock purchase, they charge me $1. Well, if you pay $3 for a fraction of a share, do you know what they charge you for that? 3 cents. Bamboo, $1, interactive brokers, 3 cents. So you can just pay $3 for a fraction of a share or ETF, and you just pay 3 cents as a fee. So I recommend using the tiered option instead of the fixed option. So when you sign up, you go for the tiered option and you get such rates, which is very, very affordable. So because they are big, they can cut down on these things. Third pro is trusted and established. So you know that when you sign up for interactive brokers, you're signing up for a global brand. You're signing up for a brand that has been around since 1978. So because of that, you feel a sense of security in dealing with them. They've been around for a long time. And they are available for so many African countries. You can check the list here. Not available for Nigerians. I don't know what Nigerians have done to them, but most African countries have access to interactive brokers. It's on their website, so you are safe if you are from one of these countries. Fourth pro is it offers a wide range of investment options. You can invest in stocks, ETFs, options, crypto, real estate investments, REITs. Like so many options you have to invest in. So you can be an investment nerd and go into a type of investment that no one else knows about. That's how diverse it is. And the fifth pro is detailed data analytics. I always criticize platforms for having poor data analytics, or interactive brokers is extremely the opposite. Like you can pull up all kinds of data from an investment. You can tell how much you're going to earn in dividends. You can tell the average amount of money you spent on each stock you bought in your entire lifetime. You can check what the stock cost was at the end of the previous year and compare it to to the current year. You can check the amount of profit you've made this month compared to the previous month. All kinds of analytics you can play with and view to see how your investment or how your money is doing. you can look and get all kinds of details, which is a huge plus, because you need to know how your money is doing, because your hard-earned money that you've used your blood, sweat, and tears to gain. So huge plus. The analytics that you can access on Interactive Brokers is very, very good. Now let's talk about the cons of Interactive Brokers. Nothing is perfect, and you get to know my cons with this platform that I use. First con is it is not beginner friendly. If you think that you get an app or a website that is simple and easy to use and easy to understand, that's not Interactive Brokers. It's geared towards the more experienced investors. So it might take some time to learn, but that's just the way they are. They focus on the more experienced people. You know, they have about 5 different apps. There's a mobile app, there's another app, all kinds of apps. But I just download the mobile app, and if there's even a desktop software. I tried using that before. It was too complicated for me. I said, no, it's okay. I'll use the website to manage my stuff. So I use the website and I use the main mobile app. Second con of Interactive Brokers, funding. Funding can be a challenge from Africa. You cannot use your mobile money to send CDs to convert to dollars to your Interactive Brokers. It's not done. That option is not available yet. The only way to fund it is if you send a transfer for a bank account to your Interactive Brokers account. And there was this lady who was on YouTube talking about Interactive. She's from Ghana, but I think she has privatized her videos now. She talked about that, sending money from a bank account to Interactive Brokers and then trading with it. Another way is if you have a US dollar account. I am lucky enough to have Wise Gray Rainest. If you have a USD dollar account, you can just transfer the money to your Interactive Brokers account without stress. So luckily for me, I have Wise, and my Wise has a deal with Interactive Brokers, so you can send money for free and withdraw money for free. I've done both, and it's seamless. So I don't pay any fees to fund or withdraw from my Interactive Brokers account. I don't know if Wise accepts Ghanaians these days, but yeah, that's a benefit of using Wise. But if you have access to all of Wise's features, you can use your ATM card to fund your Wise and then invest your dollars to Interactive Brokers. But it's still a con. Con is the funding issue for Ghanaians, because some people complain that, oh, the SWIFT fees or the FX rates may be unfair. But yeah, I cannot relate to that, but for you, it is a con. And the final con of Interactive Brokers is the slow setup process. Before you get your account, you answer questions. You go answer questions, tire. You answer a lot of questions. I've showed you already in the video some of the questions they ask, but it's doable. Once you have the details of everything you need to know, you will get access to your accounts. And I've had an account for many months, and I've not had any issue with Interactive Brokers. I've not had issue of, oh, this money has not gone through, this money is missing. When dividends come, they tell me, hey, this dividend has come. Do you want to reinvest the dividend automatically? Do you want to keep the dividend for yourself? Very organized, very professional. So yeah. Anyway, that was the final con. So Interactive Brokers, this is not an ad. I'm not being paid. I'm not sharing any link to sign up to a platform. It's just what I use for my investment, my main platform, and I have no issues, and I see myself using it for a long period of time. I see many YouTubers from Europe, US, all reviewing this app, South Africa, and they've all had good things to say about the app. So it's a solid app. I recommend, and thank you for making it this far. If you have any comments, any questions, type it down below. See you in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't. Tap the like button if you like what you see. And thank you for watching. I'm very, very grateful. See you in the next one. Peace.